Good morning and welcome to GBS Sports Morning Extra. I'm your host, John Gige. Remember, you can keep it interacting with us through all our social media platforms. That is GBS TV Kenya. Our SMS line number is 21144. You're just in time for some of the sporting action that happened yesterday and throughout this week. So today I'm joined in studio by three gentlemen, Desire, Desmond and Ephraim. Karibuni sana kwa show.
Shukran.
First of all, let's start with the Messi story. Just after winning his 6th Ballon d'Or, he came out and said that he also felt bad when Ronaldo won his 5th Ballon d'Or. So guys, let's first of all start with this Messi case. Him coming out and saying that he also felt bad when Ronaldo won his 5th Ballon d'Or. So how do you make of Messi saying these sentiments?
You know, Messi and Ronaldo are exceptional players.
Yes.
And they have maintained their era of legacy for around a maximum of 10 years.
Yes.
Because they started winning the Ballon d'Or since 2009.
Yes.
And the only person who has taken it from them is maybe Modric.
Modric, yeah,
So
and he returned it.
I didn't expect Messi to win the Ballon d'Or, but him saying that he didn't feel well when Cristiano won his 5th Ballon d'Or, he was right, because the competition between them is too high for them. But for Messi winning the Ballon d'Or, I think for me the people who gave it to him weren't a little bit fair to other people who had exceptional season, like people like Van Dijk and other people like Bernardo, who don't forget to won all the 4 trophies in England. And
but looking at Messi's stats, he had a very good start last season because he was the top scorer, player of the year in the league.
He had a very good start by the way.
He had a very good start, but remember, Messi wasn't the exceptional player of last season.
Okay, so Desmond, Cristiano Ronaldo not being able to reach at this event, do you think it was a coincidence? Or?
No, for me I think winning the Ballon d'Or, you're being told earlier. Yeah, because in a case where you remember time when Ronaldo won for the first time.
Yes.
Like you saw a video of Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yes.
Yeah, telling him all the best.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like you're being told earlier.
Yeah.
So for me, I think Ronaldo knew he was not going to win.
Yes.
Because even the season and the past season wasn't so. The performance was not so good. Like the last time Ronaldo scored a free kick, I think it was 3 years before.
But no, he just scored a recent one during...
was the last time Ronaldo dribbled past a player was 3 years ago.
No, but we saw this season he has dribbled past a player.
Before the first dribble, he had gone 3 years without dribbling past a player.
So do you think the FIFA did justice by giving Messi the Ballon d'Or?
I think he deserved it, because Messi is just Messi. Because
he's one class.
But
just
also
Cristiano. The game against Atletico Madrid, like Diego knew, like you see, he knew Messi was going to score.
Yeah, he knew.
Like he just knew, and he even clapped.
Why are you people? You know, Messi is a very good player, by the way.
He is.
But don't forget this. Messi wasn't the exceptional player last season. He was knocked out with Valencia.
Exactly. And Cristiano Ronaldo, he has won a lot of trophies.
Even Cristiano, don't remember, he didn't have a good season last. He didn't have one of his best season at Juventus.
But he managed to be the player of the year.
He was the player of the year. He wasn't the top scorer as he used to be at La Liga, even though Messi was there. Remember, Van Dijk was PFA player of the year.
Yes.
He won the Champions League. He came back to win the Super Cup. Remember, Bernardo Silva won all the 4 trophies in England. He won the UEFA Nations League. He was the best player at Man City. And why are you giving the trophy
and also
to Messi?
Arsene Wenger was quoted saying that Sadio Mane should be the one winning that because he had a very good...
Even Mourinho was quoted saying that Messi giving the Ballon d'Or to Messi wasn't the right decision.
Okay, viewer, remember you can keep it interacting with us. Our SMS line number is 21144. Do you think it was really deserving for Messi to win his 6th Ballon d'Or, or do you think instead Cristiano Ronaldo could have lifted the Ballon d'Or to become the 6th player? So we go to another story, that is the Harambee Stars preparing for the Sakafa Challenge. Last year it wasn't there, but this year it's been held and We've seen Francis Kimanzi for the first time taking over Harambee Stars after a very, very long time. So this year, are we going to win this Ballon or Ifri? No, the Sakafa Senior Challenge.
I think we can, because Francis Kimanzi has a very good record with Harambee Stars.
Yes.
I remember, I think in last few years ago, he made Kenya become one of around 79 in the
top
FIFA top rankings.
Yes, yes.
So I think he can, because I know he's one of the best coaches in Kenya right now, because most of us consider going to look for coaches outside, but we have Francis Kimanzi who has a higher standard in coaching. Yeah. So
Desmond, are we going to see a lot of that is domestic players being called up for this?
Yeah, domestic. You know, Kimanzi is one person who, in his selection, he'll look for players from all the leagues in Kenya. Yeah, Kimanzi is one person mwenye atachukua player from Division 1, a small team like Chemilil.
Yes.
Like, as long as you're good, Kimanzi will pick you. You can see, like, in the recent games that we've had, he picked players like Mushiri. You know Mushiri?
Yeah.
Mushiri. He picked players who have never even been called in the national team. So he's one person who will pick you as long as you're good. Yeah.
So Desire, we've seen Kimanzi not starting well in the groups, the qualifiers of the AFCON. We've seen him draw in 2 matches, but we can say kudos because the first game was a tough one against Egypt. We managed a draw. So do you see him having any chance of winning the Sekafa?
Winning as the Sekafa will be a tough task for Kenya, because you know other countries are not relenting in their pursuit for the Sekafa. And you remember, even though you say that Kimanzi should pick domestic players, you know the mental fitness of a domestic player right now. We don't have cash for Premier League for Premier League players right now, and these my fellow panelists are footballers, and they know going to a field you need to have the mental fitness. Like right now, tomorrow, Kimanzi is supposed to drop 9 players from whom he choose from the squad, and right now when players from teams like Sony Sugar, Chemili, the teams that don't have cash, right now it's not even FC Leopards players. They are not going to the camp because they don't have money. So having those players at the camp, and even it was quoted that FKF right now doesn't have cash.
But
so I think I'll disagree a little bit over there, because let me tell you one thing. The situation at the club doesn't hinder player from performing at the national team.
It hinders a big time. It does.
It doesn't, because one, you as a player at the national team, you will conduct yourself differently. Okay, the preparations in the national team is so different from the preparation at the club. You see,
I agree.
The club, they don't have funds. The national team, you have a good place to stay. Good meals.
But we've seen recently whereby
we've seen them at Egypt. They were to be chased out of the hotel. The Egypt Federation paid the hotel for them. Nick Mwendwa came out to the press saying that they don't have funds. They got a sponsorship for the NSL for the 90 million, and it was for the division Division 1
National Super League.
The mentality of a player, even if at your club level, you don't have cash. You go to the you don't have cash. How will you expect?
For me, I think the last time we saw Harambee Stars being treated well was last year. I think this year, whereby we had the Africa Cup of Nations. That's where we saw the government intervening, and we got players getting good allowances, to 100,000 Kenyan shillings.
The match against Egypt, Olunga's ticket was they had a loan to buy Olunga a ticket to Egypt.
So I think those are just bad crises for Harambee Stars, but we hope they are going to be performing well, because the Sakafa Senior Challenge will be starting, that is on December 8th, and Kenya will be coming up against Djibouti. So all the best from Francis Kimanzi, and we hope he will bring us good results. To another story that is in the Kenya Women's Premier League, whereby Vihiga Queens are the champions, and they did it in a third time in a row. That is they have won it 3 times in a row. So I know we're not familiar very much with this women's team, but Vihiga has been consistent in that league. So Desmond, what's your take on Vihiga Queens?
I think they're so good. They're very good. You know, the women's league, it's a bit tough because the federation, they're not good grounds, and that team has been good for some times because they know how to select players.
Yes.
Yeah, they know how to select players. Like they'll go out picking girls from different places. Yeah, interior places like Nyakach. They'll go all the way Sondu. They'll pick players. So their team selection is so good.
It's so good.
So that's why they've been performing for the last 3 years. Yeah.
So Ephraim, do you bank on Vihiga Queens to clinch it in 4th time in a row, that is next season?
I think they can, because you see an example with Gor Mahia. Gor Mahia has been consistent.
Yes.
It's also it knows how they play, the tactics that they use, the formations. They're all good, because I think Vihiga Queens, most of the people don't look at women's football.
Yeah.
But personally, I go and watch, and I see these girls know how to play. Yeah.
Also the support is so good at the club. Yeah.
Okay, so because of time, I think we'll not be listening to the bite of the coach and one player, but let's get into the results of the English Premier League that happened yesterday. These are the midweek fixtures, game week 15, and quite very good results for some of very agitated Manchester United fans who are crying Ole Gunnar out. But yesterday we had another voice that Ole Gunnar should continue to take them. That is after hammering their former boss, that is Jose Mourinho, with Tottenham Hotspur 2-0, courtesy of Marcus Rashford, the double. So Desire, let me start with you. I know you are a Manchester City fan, but Manchester United winning it 2-0, has it reduced pressure for Ole Gunnar?
Yes, at a certain point, because the pressure mounting at Manchester United was high. The fans expected more of him, and they expected him to be fired. So I think Manchester United expected that Tottenham should win the game, so that they can fire Ole Gunnar and have a good. Most of the fans, you agree with
I also think
Most of the
I
fans,
agree
you're
with
not a
him.
fan.
I agree
I'm
with him.
not a fan, but I'm a football fan.
Don't say most of the fans.
I sit around fellow fans, and I hear how they say they wanted Ole Gunnar to be fired because they thought that Ole Gunnar wasn't.
Likewise to how Arsenal fans
Yes,
wanted
they were the
Emery to
same.
be fired.
They just wanted Arsenal to have bad performance for your coach to be fired.
Yes.
So Manchester United winning the game, it was a surprise to the fans. You didn't expect it.
I expected.
You didn't.
Okay, there's
The moment Maxos came back to the team, McTominay,
Yeah.
the moment he came back to the team, like we were sure, like, because we had a problem in the midfield, because most of our players had injury in the midfield. Like we have Pogba out, like he's the guy who was holding that midfield. So the moment he came back, like we were so certain, like this game we have a chance of winning it. You see, because totally the midfield changed, and you saw it. Like Fred was really performing, like unlike the other games. He was pressing, he was passing good passes. You saw.
Yeah.
And that's
So you say your bad performance were about you having injuries in your
a
team.
lot of injuries.
But
know-
every time
know-
I see the lineup and I am with the Manchester United fans and they see Fred inside the squad, they're very.
They start
You know,
criticizing.
Yeah,
it's
saying that Fred is not
very
supposed to
ironical for a team like Manchester United to cry of injuries, because Manchester United is a big team, and for you know that a team has 23 squad players. For a team like Manchester United, it should have exceptional 23 players in its team. Even if one player is injured, you have another exceptional players to replace him. Like Manchester City, you don't have KDB, you have Gundogan there. So you saying that injuries were for you not performing well, that's even not a point for a team like Manchester
Okay,
United.
we are
Of course,
Manchester
nowadays.
City. Manchester City fan here, very, very critical of other teams because they have every position. They have a very world-class player, both starting 11 and also the bench. So you have the right to brag.
I have the right to brag.
Okay.
Not everything lasts long.
Okay. Yesterday, your team, that is Chelsea, won it 2-1. But I can say muliangukia kidogo because at halftime the game was 1-1 and we know Aston Villa held Manchester United. They held them last weekend at Old Trafford, but Chelsea managing to win 2-1. Is your honeymoon back again? Because it was cut short. Now you're back.
I think Chelsea is regaining its form not because I'm a Chelsea fan, but during the last few games, it has been performing well. And apart from this draw, we lose against West Ham. So I think Chelsea is going to put up and I think continue with its form because the likes of Tammy Abraham is back. He was in an injury. He came and scored 1 goal. Mason Mount is now being played, and like like Pulisic.
Yes.
Pulisic also is there. So I think the squad is good.
Okay, to another clash that was the biggest match yesterday, that is the Merseyside derby. I'm talking about Liverpool and Everton. We saw a 7-goal thriller occasion whereby Liverpool managed to score 4 goals and Everton, I know Marco Silva is under fire because he has had a poor run of form, but yesterday Liverpool making it, it's 15 games unbeaten. 4-2. Are they heading?
5 goals.
Or 5-2, sorry. Are they heading to the invisible era that was done by Arsenal?
I think to have that record Arsenal had, it's very difficult for Liverpool. This is the Premier League, and we clearly know that on the 17th and 18th, Liverpool have it's called the Carabao quarterfinals.
I think UEFA. During this month it's whereby we have.
They have their most fixtures.
Yeah.
And remember when Liverpool followed us with 97 points last season, they only lost 1 game. And Man City was on the team to beat them. So it's the Premier League and Liverpool to finish the league unbeaten. It will be very difficult.
But are they heading in the right direction?
They're heading in the right direction, absolutely. But though they had most of their wins, controversial wins, VR sometimes favoring them. I know, we've seen these things. But
I think Manchester City, you are afraid because the cup is coming to be snatched.
Why are you very afraid? We are not very afraid. Because our aim now, we won 2 leagues back to back. Our main aim now is the UEFA Champions
But if
League.
you see Pep Guardiola on the touchline in each and every match, he's under fire because he has that responsibility to maintain that cup. Because you can see a good team like Liverpool here chasing the pack.
And you know what Guardiola's aim is to? We win our games. Let's just win our game. Let's not concentrate on Liverpool. It will just happen. Let's just win our game.
But recently, Man City has not been performing the way we expected.
Yeah, you have not been performing as expected, and it's not the coach to blame. I think the players, they're losing focus.
Yes.
And at least the focus has we won our game 4-1 without Aguero.
Okay, 2 other matches that happened yesterday whereby Wolves managed to win it 2-0 against West Ham. Leicester City yet again showing that they are still in contention for the English Premier League by winning it 2-0 against Watford. Southampton managing to back-to-back wins, winning it 2-1 against Norwich. But remember, tonight we are also having the midweek fixtures whereby Arsenal will be in action. And Freddie will be looking to see if his first start win will be tonight. Remember, he took over from Unai Emery, who was sacked just the other weekend. And Arsenal will be coming against Brighton, and also will be having Sheffield United playing against Newcastle United. So, gentlemen, before we wind the show, let's quickly give the predictions of tonight's matches. Arsenal playing against Brighton.
Arsenal play against Brighton. I see a win for Arsenal, like 2-1. Freddie having a lineup against Arsenal. We've seen it the last game. It's
against Norwich. I think people were criticizing and saying that Unai Emery was the one who arranged that squad before he left.
You know, it's not Unai who arranged the squad.
Yes.
That shows how difficult Unai had in arranging the squad. Exactly. Because you see Freddie coming and that he's not having any option at the squad.
Putting
and having the same
players.
Yes, as much as you are criticizing Unai,
okay.
The squad
I think Arsenal performance was not all about the coach.
I think it was the tactical approach. The problem was there. So you see Arsenal winning it today?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
So Desmond,
I'll
how
go for a
about?
draw. I'll go for a draw.
A
A draw. I'll go for a draw because Arsenal.
Uh-huh.
I think the problem was not the coach.
Yeah.
You concede most games. You've sacked the coach, but you're still drawing.
Conceding.
Yeah, against Norwich.
Yeah.
You see,
But the clinicality of Arsenal is much higher than the clinicality of Brighton.
I know.
The
Same,
clinicality of Norwich is nearly the same as that of Arsenal.
Okay. Arsenal playing against Brighton. Your prediction?
Personally, I think Arsenal will win 3-1 because Arsenal, I know the players want to prove that it wasn't that the coach was the one making them. Like now, Ozil is playing full 90 minutes.
Are we going to see Nicolas Pepe playing tonight?
No, I
in the
think
starting
he'll
11?
be coming from the bench.
Yeah, I think he'll come as
So Sheffield United and Newcastle quickly.
I see a draw.
A draw. How about you?
I go for Sheffield.
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 Okay, viewer, remember that has been sports updates for you. Remember, we are going to be coming tomorrow to tell you how these results ended. So from the sports desk, it's a wrap.